Live in the Blue Moon Listener Lounge on 94.9 The River, and I would like our friends here in studio with us to give a warm welcome for the Wild Feathers.
Morning.
Welcome back, fellas.
Good to be here.
How are you?
Great. We are so happy to have you here with us again. We had a chance to catch up earlier in the year. Introduce everybody for our friends listening terrestrial airwaves and everybody listening online at riverboise.com.
Taylor over here on guitar.
I'm Ricky over here on guitar.
Joel, just here.
I'm Ben, and I'm the main member of Rock and Roll's The Wild Feathers.
This is good to know. Thank you, Ben. Very appreciative. All right, guys, how's the tour going? First question. You've been on the road for a while now, right?
Yes, this tour just started.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
We've had a little time off at home, which was nice.
Nice.
So we like to celebrate really hard for the first 3 days. And no, it's been great. The first 2 shows. The first one was like another radio kind of thing with Band of Horses, and then
you guys were in Boulder, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
And then 2 nights ago was our first official show with Band of Horses in Denver. Yeah, at Ogden Theater.
Well, we're super happy to have you back in Boise, opening up with Band of Horses tonight at the Revolution Center. Check our website to get tickets. It's going to be, believe me, you'd rather be inside tonight than outside where it's going to be 100 degrees plus. So we are looking forward to catching up with the band, and we would love to start with a song if we could.
Awesome. We're going to play our smash hit single, Help Me Out.
2, 3, 4.
Tired of running with the weight of the world on my back. Tired of living with my heart always under attack. Help me out.
3, 4.
I break it on the ground for you, just to build it back up brand new. Everything I ever love is broken glass. Everything is real, it just don't last. Tired of running with the weight of the world on my back. Tired of living with my heart always under attack. Help me out. Take me to a better view. I know my path, and I can see in front of me. I know where I'm at. Open me up and see all the love I have for you. I stole this car to get around. Criminal footprints on the ground. Tired of running with the weight of the world on my back. Tired of living with my heart always under attack. Help me out. Help me out. Help me out. Tired of running with the weight of the world on my back. Tired of living with my heart always under attack. Tired of running with the weight of the world on my back. Tired of living with my heart always under attack. Help me out. Help me out. Help me out. You know I'm falling too.
Thanks.
Wild Feathers live here in the Blue Moon Listener Lounge on 94.9 The River Music First. A big, ginormous, sugary shout out to our friends at Guru Donuts, who once again stepped up an amazing assortment here for the guys and for our guests. Of course, Guru with their new location, Main Street, downtown. So that song right there, absolutely perfect example of one of my favorite things with you guys. Incredibly distinctive voices, which shine, on your personalities, and then boom, the harmonies come in, and it's just magic. I guess is a word. I guess is a word for it. I like something that you said, Ricky, about this album. Being that it was a chance for you guys to write music that you wanted to play instead of sort of what happened on the first record when you were still figuring out what you guys were. How is that working as you get onto the road with these songs? Are they still growing as they get tried out on tour?
Absolutely. That's a really good question because, and what I meant by that, like the first record, Ben, we met Ben not even before we were finished recording that first record, unfortunately, because the things would have been a lot easier for us at the time, and more annoying. But no, but we weren't even playing a whole lot of shows at the time. We were writing these songs, and we wrote, God, I don't know how many songs, just kind of sitting around like this. And then Ben came around, and then we started touring, and then we watched these songs evolve into more live rock and roll songs, as opposed to like these folky, swinging kind of country songs. And we love that. We love that it turned into that. So on this record, after 2.5 years of touring, on the first release, we were more experienced, as far as playing 500 plus shows. And then we had turned into something more natural. So when we wrote this new record, we were really comfortable in our own skin. And I think the songs reflect that. And now we're just like writing, we're always writing a lot, but now we're kind of sitting around with acoustic guitars again. So it's kind of funny to see it all kind of
come around full circle. And you guys, you mentioned, and I always am shocked by this. Not shocked, I guess I always just, when I hear bands talk about how many songs that they write versus the number that will show up on a record, like your latest album is called Lonely is a Lifetime. What happens with those other songs? Do you guys hold on to those? They're
in a vault. They're in Joel's studio vault.
Yeah, actually, Lonely's Lifetime was one we did a long time ago. I think it was for the first record. And, the whole story about us writing it, Graham Parsons, we died in. And, and we went out to, he died in, I guess, room number 8 in the Presbyterian Inn. So it was like his birthday, and Ricky called out there, and we went out there and drank and a lot and just hung out and tried to force ourselves to go to sleep.
Right.
But we were just kind of like soaking in the moment and wrote that song. And then years later, we were kind of going back through demos and talking about this new record. And I don't know how we just started playing that song again. And it was like, man, we should put this on the new record. And then that kind of it went along with a lot of the new songs we were writing, and it felt real natural. Kind of getting in there, we'll just call the record that and move on.
Unfortunately, Joel has a lot of that. He has everything.
Right, nice.
On these hard drives and stuff that we have. So we'll demo with stuff at his studio, and then, dude, how do we even play that? I don't even remember writing that.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to ask. When it gets to the point, do you remember some of these songs, or do you have to
go back and
listen to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
interesting.
I have to relearn them.
We have to relearn songs we did on the record, actually.
Interesting.
When we go in the studio, you're like, this was totally different. The first record, was pretty bare bones. But this one, we're like, man, we should tune a guitar different, or play something really weird on this, or capo it, or just mess it up somehow, speed it up or slow it down. But then we're like, well, how are we going to do this live? And so you have to go relearn it, that kind of thing, which is fun.
Right. And do you guys share the songs that don't make it to your records? Do you share those with other performers or songwriters? I'm trying
in the past a couple of songs on Nashville.
That's what I thought. I thought you guys had songs on that TV show.
We haven't, but we're more than willing. I'd love for someone to put their spin on one of our songs that we never we're ever going to use or forgot about. That'd be great.
Yeah. We're visiting with the Wild Feathers, who are in town tonight. They'll be opening for Band of Horses. Talk about a phenomenal 1-2 lineup. And by the way, Band of Horses will be here a little bit after 1 o'clock today for a session. So we got a double header coming up. Thanks to our friends at Guru Donuts. Get tickets for the show tonight via the events tab at our website, riverboise.com. And thanks to everybody who's streaming us around the world, and our friends Julie Muncie and staff in LA who are listening. We would love another song, guys. How about that?
Cool.
You want to do Lonely?
Sure.
No one really knows her first name, but they all hold her hand. Everyone leans on her window pane, but no one looks in. She's so far from home, but only the starlight can turn this town cold. And lonely is a lifetime of getting used to being alone. So where do you go? The street lights come with a cool breeze, and she waits all night. And just before the morning sunlight, she breaks down and cries. She's tried to make it right, but only the starlight can turn this town cold. And lonely is a lifetime of getting used to being alone. So where do you go? And only the starlight can turn this town cold. And lonely is a lifetime of getting used to being alone. So where do you go?
If you're just tuning in and you're like, holy cow, those harmonies, I'm like, right? Wild Feathers, the Wild Feathers performing live here in the Blue Moon Listener Lounge. That is the title track to the latest album. Is that the last song on the record?
It's
somewhere in there. It's not. It's in there somewhere in there.
That always makes me cry.
So you guys had a chance to record sort of all over for this record, from Muscle Shoals to Barcelona, back to Nashville. Was there one of those places that you think had a bigger influence on the record than anywhere else?
I mean, probably Muscle Shoals, if you had to say, over those two places.
In Barcelona, we just drank wine from like breakfast till
Yeah.
dinner.
Yeah, we just tricked the label into giving us a free 12-day trip to Barcelona. No, we had shows in Germany and one and some shows in Spain, but there was like 12 days in between, and they were gonna fly us back and then fly us back out there. And I was like, let's just do some writing out there. Yeah. And we ended up doing like quite a bit of like formatting some of the songs and stuff. But
and for the Muscle Shoals thing goes, that comes from just countless sound checks in dressing rooms and voice memos on our phones with these like 30-second ideas or 15-second ideas. And Joel Taylor and I got this lake house right on the water in 5 days?
I think so.
And we just like, let's write 10 songs. And we did.
Wow.
Yeah, it's good for us. We kind of have to take ourselves out of everything, like no phones, no distractions. Because, in your normal lives, it's easy like, okay, well, I'm going to go run home and do this. So like when we're all cooped up together, it's just like we can do a lot really fast. So I think that's been our tradition so far.
Nice.
And I think 85% of those songs that came from that trip are on the record.
So productive.
Yeah.
Excellent. We are visiting with the Wild Feathers. We're so excited to have them back in Boise. You can catch them this evening at the Revolution Center along with Band of Horses. Tickets available through the events tab at riverboise.com. Thanks to our friends at Guru Donuts for setting us up big time today here in our session. And want to talk a little bit more about life on the road for you guys, because, is it more segmented than it may have been in the past where you get a little bit more time off? Because you all have families, right?
At the moment, it is. So like I said, at the moment we have families. We a lot of us are married yet. None of us have kids yet.
Okay.
And it seems like it has been that way. There was. What's the longest stretch we ever went without going home?
About 3.5 months, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a stretch.
Yeah.
And now it's about a month at the longest. Which is nice because you get to go home for 2 weeks and we prefer it that way to kind of recharge.
Sure.
And, by the time we're ready to get back on the road, the wives are like, "All right, I'm ready for y'all to go too."
There's the door. Keep going. And at this point, are you guys looking to basically be touring through the year and into next year? Or
More than likely, yeah.
Excellent. We're visiting with the Wild Feathers in town for a show tonight at the Revolution Center. Lonely is a Lifetime is their latest album. You can pick that up at the Record Exchange. I imagine you can pick it up at the show tonight along with some sweet swag that the band will be bringing with them. Producers on this record, did you guys work with anybody different this time out? And do you think that was an influence on the sound of the album when all was said and done?
We did the same. We did it with Jay Joyce, the same guy we did the first one with. So
We had a different guy mix the record. David Sorney mixed it, which is a little different, but it was really it was awesome. It was a really good experience.
And you said you're still writing. You're always writing. Is that you don't take a break when you're on the road?
I mean, sometimes you dry up a little bit, but I think we're trying to. We had a long time between our first and second record release, so we're trying to just be proactive. And so, as soon as we're off the road, we can record and have it out, the next one out a little sooner.
Excellent. You said something interesting when you were setting up earlier today. You mentioned that you guys were having a harder time getting up and going this morning, ironically, after a night where
We didn't drink.
Right.
Yeah. We sound like raging alcoholics, I swear we're not. It's just,
Debatable.
We took it easy. It was a long drive.
Yeah.
Well, how many,
12 hours.
Yeah. So, everyone took it easy, and then we all kind of feel like crap this morning.
Well, we are always grateful to musicians when they come in and play, especially earlier in the day. So thanks very much, you guys.
Thanks for having me again.
We are visiting with the Wild Feathers, who we love having back in town, and we would love another song if we could.
All right, let's do it.
For a special request, I don't know.
Yep.
That's right.
Off the old one.
Every wind that blows my way picks me up easy. I don't carry the weight. And everywhere tossed and turned around. Well, it's back to the middle, halfway in and down again. Hard times, hard times, like a freight train humming down the line. Hard times, hard times, like a freight train humming down the line. Or I can't keep up. The timing is everything, but it's never enough. So there's a sleepless night and a candlelit. No, I shouldn't let him in, but I can't resist it. No, saying hard times, it's hard times. train humming down the line. Hard times, hard times, like a freight train humming down the line. I've been waiting on my money, and my hands are broken from the cold. I'm gonna find me the day that's sunny, because these hard times go, they're getting old. My dog won't bark and my rooster won't even crow no more. I got hard times and they come here for more, yeah. They tried to shine my shoes, you know, before they cut me loose. I got the in too deep, no way out of running blues, yeah. Talking about hard times. Hard times, like a freight train humming down the line. Hard times, hard times, like a freight train humming down the line. Yeah. Hard times, hard times, like a freight train humming down the line.
You guys just sound incredible, even at 11:30 in the morning. We are listening and visiting with the Wild Feathers in town tonight for a show at the Revolution Center with Band of Horses. Get your tickets now. You can get them at downtown at the Record Exchange or at the door tonight. We want to thank Guru Donuts as well for serving up some delicious snacks for everybody this morning. So I imagine when you're on the road, you get do you guys get a chance to, stream movies or catch up on pop culture at all? Or is there a lot of downtime?
We do a lot of. We watched like a bunch of Curb Your Enthusiasms last night.
Check it out with Steve Brule.
Steve Brule.
That's a good one.
Your Highness was like, we watched that about 8 times the last tour. It's a Danny McBride,
Yes, it is.
James Franco movie. If you haven't seen it,
Ridiculous, but it's.
I have to mention our favorite movie though. We did a European tour right after the U.S. one, and we only had one movie, and it was Tusk. I don't know if you've ever.
Don't
I
watch
recommend this movie for anybody.
pretty
It's great for kids. And no. It's a crazy movie. It's they turn a man into a walrus.
Or Joe Hill, did he write that?
Oh, I don't know.
It's the worst
Oh,
thing
Kevin
I've
Smith wrote it. Kevin Smith wrote it. Yeah, that's.
Okay.
And football
pretty
season's
great.
coming up too, so
Yeah.
we're all kind of getting ready
Get ready
for
for
that
that.
sports
Go
center
Cowboys.
research.
I was going to say, your Texas, is it Cowboy Nation for you
it
guys?
is, and
Not for us,
I'm a
no.
glutton for punishment, so it's been a rough
Man.
2 decades.
It's been rough for us Kellen Moore fans because dude just
Broke his ankle. I saw.
I mean, he can't catch a break. We've
I know.
been trying to watch his development with the Cowboys, crossing fingers, thinking, all right, here's his chance.
I was too.
Yeah.
So how about them Titans?
Huh?
No, I said, how about them Titans?
They're a protein.
Hey, 1-0 in the preseason. It's the biggest streak we've had in years. One game.
in the preseason.
And
Preseason too.
Is there anything you guys are just really jamming to while you're on the road? Is new music that you're excited about that you want to plug?
That's a really good question. It's funny though. Sometimes you realize that you don't really listen to that much music when you're on the road. Sometimes.
I can understand that.
But I always kind of end up listening to, like, in my bunk with headphones, like the most trippiest guitar noise stuff. So like I'm just into like Sonic Youth and stuff like that, like late at night. But
On
nothing
the
really
last
new.
tour, we got into the new Raylan Baxter album quite a bit.
yeah,
Just very vibing out on that.
The new
It's
Band
a
of
hard
Horses.
question too. Oh yeah, and of course the new Band of Horses we've been listening to a lot.
Oh yeah. And that My Morning Jacket.
And just
record.
our stuff. We've mainly listened to our record over
Don't
and over
tell
again.
Ben. Don't tell Ben of Horses that we listen to the record.
Okay, we promise.
Celebrate their entire catalog.
Would it be pushing it to ask for one more song?
Do we know another one?
Do we have any
I don't
more?
think
Do you
I'll
guys
have
have
one.
anything? Well, let's put it this way. Whether you're listening at home on the radio or streaming us at riverboise.com, make sure you stop by wherever you buy music and pick up Lonely is a Lifetime. That is the latest album from our friends the Wild Feathers. From here, you guys are going west?
Spokane.
Head west,
Spokane.
young man. Yes.
All right.
Spoken.
Well, I imagine with the way you guys tour, and if it's anything like the last record, we'll probably have a chance to see you again in the near future.
I hope so. We love Boise.
We'll have to have you guys come in and do a guest DJ thing with us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We love doing that. Have you guys sit in for an hour and play some music.
Cool.
Oh man. Yeah.
Thanks, you guys. We so appreciate it when artists take the time to stop by and say hi with us and visit out of your time off. Good luck tonight and good luck on the road.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having
y'all.
us.
We've been
much.
hanging with our friends, the Wild Feathers. So happy to have them back in town. Pick up the new CD and go see them tonight at the Revolution Center. Thanks to Guru Donuts. Thanks to our ever expanding engineering team. I swear there were more people in here setting up today than I've ever seen, including apparently we hired Shaggy from Scooby Doo. So I'm pretty excited about that as well. Thanks to Rochelle. Thanks to my friend Carrie who helps run this place afterwards. And we're going to go back to the studios. One more time, guys.